On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Throb.
To beat with a strong, regular rhythm, as a pulse or a heart.
Examples:
Throb at the thought of the accident. Throb with excitement. The wound continued to throb with pain, despite the medication.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Headache.
Pain in the head, someone or something that causes anxiety or trouble.
Examples:
Headache accompanied by fever. Bit of a headache. This pill will relieve your headaches immediately.
Zigzag.
Having short, sharp turns or angles.
Examples:
Zigzag sewing machine. A zigzag line. We had to go through a zigzag course.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Sensitivity.
The ability to perceive or respond to subtle differences or changes. The ability to understand and respond to the needs and feelings of others.
Examples:
Sensitivity analysis. Become full of sensitivity. The instrument has a high sensitivity to temperature changes.
Lingering.
Continuing for a long time, persistent, remaining in a place or situation for longer than is usual or necessary, unwilling to leave.
Examples:
Lingering illness. Lingering doubts. The lingering smell of smoke clung to his clothes even after he left the campfire.
Fatigue.
A feeling of tiredness or weariness, especially as a result of physical or mental exertion. The reduction in the strength or efficiency of a material or structure due to repeated use or stress.
Examples:
Fatigue breaking. Fatigue caused by overwork. The metal showed signs of fatigue after being subjected to repeated stress.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Migraine.
A severe headache typically felt as a throbbing pain on one side of the head.
Examples:
Suffer from migraine. Migraine attack. She gets migraines whenever she's under a lot of stress.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples.
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Incapacitate.
To disable or render someone or something unable to function or operate normally, either temporarily or permanently, often as a result of injury, illness, or damage.
Examples.
Incapacitate opponent. Incapacitate the enemy. The injury sustained during the game could incapacitate the player for the rest of the season.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples.
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Array.
A large group or collection of things or people, especially one that is impressive or attractive.
Examples.
A two-dimensional array. An array of troops. The customer on the internet has to choose one from a formidable array of products.
Entail.
To involve or require something as necessary, particularly as a consequence of a particular situation or action, to impose a burden or restriction on something.
Examples.
Entail legal consequences. Entail risks. The job offer entails a lot of responsibility and hard work.
Alike.
Similar or identical in nature or appearance.
Examples.
Young and old alike. Alike in nature. The two paintings looked alike as if the same artist had done them.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples.
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples.
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples.
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Anatomy.
The scientific study that deals with the physical structure of humans, animals, or plants.
Examples.
Animal anatomy. Anatomy of a country's collapse. The professor explained the anatomy of the nervous system.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples.
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples.
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Mood.
The way you feel at a particular time, an angry or impatient state of mind.
Examples.
The mood in a room. In an ugly mood. His gaffe spoiled the mood of the dinner party.
Yawn.
To involuntarily open one's mouth wide and exhale due to tiredness, boredom, or a lack of oxygen. Noun, an involuntary reflex act of opening one's mouth wide and inhaling deeply due to tiredness, boredom, or a lack of oxygen.
Examples.
Yawn in sleepiness. Lazy yawn. He couldn't help but yawn during the long and boring presentation.
Nausea.
A feeling of sickness or discomfort in the stomach that is often accompanied by an urge to vomit, a sensation of loathing or disgust.
Examples.
Nausea medication. Drug-induced nausea and vomiting. The roller coaster ride left me with a feeling of nausea.
Thirst.
A feeling of needing something to drink, a strong desire for something.
Examples.
A burning thirst. Thirst for authority. He read books to quench his thirst for knowledge.
Hypothalamus.
A basal part of the brain that autonomically controls body temperature, hunger, and the release of hormones.
Examples.
Anterior hypothalamus. Hypothalamus hemorrhage. Oxytocin is also produced in the nucleus of the hypothalamus.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples.
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples.
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
hormone secretion, female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
the balance of power, asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Circadian.
Relating to a physiological cycle that lasts approximately 24 hours, impacting physical and behavioral changes that occur over the course of a day, such as sleep-wake cycles or fluctuations in hormones.
Examples:
circadian clock, circadian disruption. Having a consistent sleep schedule is important for maintaining a healthy circadian rhythm.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
in samba rhythm, irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
a company regulation, regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Aura.
A distinctive feeling or quality that seems to surround a person or place, a low-level electromagnetic field surrounding a living organism or object.
Examples:
positive aura, aura of divinity. He had a mysterious aura that made people curious and intimidated.
Transient.
Lasting only for a short time, not permanent or enduring.
Examples:
transient population, transient feeling. The hotel is only suitable for transient stays, as it does not offer long-term accommodations.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
visual navigation, field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Tingle.
To cause a stinging or prickling sensation. Noun, a feeling of slight numbness or a slight prickling or stinging sensation, typically as a result of cold or excitement.
Examples:
tingle up my spine, tingle with anticipation. My nerves began to tingle before the show started.
Sensation.
A feeling associated with stimulation of a sense organ or with a specific body condition, a general feeling of interest and excitement.
Examples:
cause a widespread sensation, taste sensation. If you apply this ointment, you may feel a mild burning sensation.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Phase.
Any stage in a series of events, change, or development.
Examples:
Enter on the last phase. Two-phase structure. The era of the Industrial Revolution was a crucial phase of history.
Trigeminal.
Relating to the nerve responsible for sensation in the face, including the jaw, lips, and tongue.
Examples:
Trigeminal pain. Trigeminal nerve. The patient was diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia, which causes intense facial pain.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Transmit.
To send or forward an electronic signal, to pass something from one person or thing to another.
Examples:
Transmit the disease. Transmit information. Parents often transmit their characteristics to their children.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Scalp.
The skin that covers the top of a person's head, together with the hair growing on it, also, the part of the body that is most vulnerable to an attack.
Examples:
Scalp massage. scalp condition. I have an itchy scalp and need to switch to a different shampoo.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Cerebral.
Relating to the brain or intellect, intellectual or studious rather than emotional or physical.
Examples:
Cerebral palsy. Cerebral cortex. The patient experienced a cerebral hemorrhage and required surgery.
Pathway.
A track that constitutes or serves as a path, an approach or a way of doing something.
Examples:
Pathway to understanding. Cellular signaling pathways. When the first molecule in the pathway receives a signal, it activates other molecules.
Sensitize.
To make someone or something more responsive to a particular stimulus or condition, to increase awareness or understanding of an issue, problem, or situation.
Examples:
Sensitize the immune system. Sensitize cells to radiation. We need to sensitize our staff to the needs of customers with disabilities.
Threshold.
The floor or ground that forms the bottom of a doorway and offers support when passing through a doorway, the smallest detectable sensation.
Examples:
The threshold between rooms. High pain threshold. She's on the threshold of adulthood.
Provoke.
To stimulate or give rise to a particular reaction or have a particular effect.
Examples:
Provoke a disease. Provoke a reaction. Her behavior provoked a quarrel between the couple.
Cough.
To expel air from the lungs suddenly and noisily, often as a reaction to irritation, illness, or some other physical condition. Noun, a sudden, forceful expulsion of air from the lungs, often accompanied by a distinctive sound.
Examples:
Cough several times. Persistent cough. I can't stop coughing and think I might have caught a cold.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban formed the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Neurological.
Of or relating to the science of neurology or the nervous system.
Examples:
Fever with neurological signs. Neurological symptoms. The patient was diagnosed with a neurological disorder affecting their motor skills.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples.
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Brainstem.
The part of the vertebrate central nervous system that is continuous with the spinal cord and is composed of the medulla oblongata, pons, and midbrain, which controls many automatic functions of the body, such as heartbeat, breathing, and consciousness.
Examples.
Brainstem function. Pontine brainstem. A stroke in the brainstem can cause paralysis or even death.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples.
Northern hemisphere. Cerebral hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the southern hemisphere.
Fluctuation.
A change, or the process of changing, that frequently happens, especially from one extreme to another, the quality of being unsteady and subject to changes.
Examples.
Price fluctuations. Fluctuation of water level. Temperature fluctuations are often milder in oceanfront areas.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples.
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Frequency.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples.
Frequency band. High frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency.
Menopause.
The natural cessation of menstruation and fertility in women, typically occurring between the ages of 45 and 55.
Examples.
Menopause symptoms. Before menopause. The onset of menopause can bring about various physical and emotional changes in women.
Worsen.
To become or make something worse.
Examples.
Worsen a relation. Worsen the food problem. Unilateral import bans have worsened that country's terms of trade.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples.
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Vice.
Wrongdoing or wicked behavior, in the form of vice versa, with the order reversed, as a prefix, someone with a job immediately below a particular person.
Examples:
Virtue and vice. Vice chair of the committee. Cats hate dogs and vice versa.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Genetics.
The branch of biology that studies genes, genetic variation, and heredity in organisms.
Examples:
The science of genetics. Genetics discrimination. He is a specialist in the genetics of aging.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Stimulus.
Something that causes growth or arouses action.
Examples:
A response to a stimulus. Economic stimulus. This book provides children with ideas and a stimulus for outside recreation.